Yep. Right. Good evening, guys. The remaining few of you, the few of you. Good evening. So, yeah, it's been like what, at least 2 weeks since I actually returned to Hong Kong from Japan. So, I returned back to Hong Kong on the 12th of this month, and it's already like 26th. Sorry for the extremely late live stream, but it has been a rather busy last couple of weeks, and I didn't really have the time or mood to do any live stream during this period of time. So yeah, and I still have something to settle down anyways. So yeah, it took so long for me to actually do a proper live stream once again. So this is kind of a summary or review, maybe I should say. So for this, yeah, about my latest trip to Japan. So yeah, this trip to Japan, obviously, I went to look at the Formula One race in Japan, specifically the Suzuka Circuit in Nagoya. So yeah, what else can I say? It's definitely a blast. It really is a blast, and you can see my Aston Martin suit up. So this is my, but actually this cap I bought it last year at Silverstone, but even though I didn't attend the British GP, but this raincoat and this particular T-shirt, as you can see, the Formula One Japanese Grand Prix 2024. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm wearing this particular T-shirt and this raincoat for this live stream, of course. I mean, where should I start, really? It is a 10-day trip after all. I mean, I didn't just went to Nagoya to watch the F1 race. Afterwards, I actually also went to Tokyo for another few days. Because I thought, well, since I'm back in Japan once again, I thought I'm gonna stay around for at least a couple more days, maybe. So that's what I was thinking. So that was I was thinking when I was planning for this trip. Yeah. So let's start from right the very beginning, shall we? I mean, buying the tickets, of course, for the Japanese Grand Prix. So they start selling these tickets online. I think around at the very end of November last year, and then around the beginning of this December last year, because there are two two ways you can buy the tickets for the Japanese Grand Prix. So the first method, and I think this is for most of the overseas most of the overseas people. They are going to buy the tickets from f1tickets.com, something like that. So yeah, this is where they usually buy the tickets. But there's also another alternative method. I think for most of the locals. Yeah, so the Mobility Station F1 is the other method where you can buy the F1 tickets. So I use the former method because this particular method, there are a little trouble. There are a couple of problems that prevent me from buying this ticket in the first place. First of all, you have to have an account of the Mobility Station, and then it seems that they only and even though they're selling these e-tickets, I think Yeah, only for purchases made within Japan. So you do need a VPN or something like that. And even though I do have VPN, I find this rather troublesome. And despite the tickets sold on mobility stations is actually around I think 20% cheaper than on F1tickets.com. I bought the bought the tickets from this site anyways, because the F1 ticket stores open for sale actually quite a couple weeks earlier than mobility stations anyways. So I bought so then I click it in and look for which seating area, and so eventually I bought it from the seating area of near somewhere near the front straight, and it is quite expensive actually. It is slightly expensive, I'd say, right? So I bought it at the so I bought my tickets for 100,000 yen, including the service fees and something like that. So as you can see on this track map, I bought my tickets at around the A1 area. So yeah, this is a particularly very good spot, as it turns out. I will show you guys later why it is a very good spot. So yeah, it is quite expensive after all. I mean, just look at the I mean, just look at the cost in general. I bought it I think near at the end. Yeah, as you can see, I bought it on 22nd of November last year, which is actually quite early. So then, the grandstand A1 temporary grandstand actually. So the temporary grandstand is slightly more expensive than the normal A1 grandstands. I think the A1 grandstands are something like what a few thousand yens cheaper, something like that. I mean, I can't quite remember, but as you can see, total order 101,000 yen. That's I don't know how much in US dollar that was. Over 500 pounds. Yeah. But on the upside, the V1 V2 grandstands, which is actually just in the middle of the on the front straight, as you can see right here, are even more expensive. I think it's a dozen 120,000 yen or something like that. That's way more expensive. So the cheapest seats is definitely outside the East Course. So as you know, the East Course is around here, right? So there's the 130R overpass, and then the HI LMO. I don't think anybody would actually buy the buy the grandstands from O. I think. Most of them, if you want the cheaper seats, will buy the area that's near the spoon corner, or maybe the hairpin, or this is the most popular seating for the cheaper options actually. So 130-hour overpass. As I was told that it was pretty good, but it's actually quite far away, quite far away from the main entrance. So this is something that prevented me from buying this seating area actually, because I'm lazy. And I thought, well, since this is my first first trip to this first trip to an F1 race, so I thought, well, why don't I just spend a little bit more money for a better sitting spots, and the A1 and the A1 grandstand is actually quite as close as the V1 V2 grandstands to the entrance anyways. So this is something I will might explain further about later on. And then right, so yeah, the tickets bought, and then so I actually bought the F1 tickets first, and then I bought the flight tickets and the hotels and stuff like that. Actually, speaking of the hotels, I also have to book them rather earlier, because if I don't book these flight tickets and hotel stays early enough, they are definitely going to be wiped out just within months of the most of those available options is going to be wiped out within months of the race weekend. So this is something that has to be prepared months as early as possible. Yeah. So just because this race is in the beginning of April, right? So I basically plan all the essential tickets or that kind of stuff months ahead. Okay. And then there is something else. Is that the rail passes? So some of you might say, have you? Some of my eyes might ask me if I have bought something like the JR Rail Pass or something like that. I only bought the for the race weekend purposes. I bought the Kintetsu Rail Pass. So yeah, as you can see, purchased outside Japan inside whatever it is, around 4,000 something yen for 5 days. It's actually just enough. So it's actually just enough. Yeah. So I bought this pass. So I don't. So in that basic sense, I don't need to use the Suica card or IC card or whatever. You can have unlimited rides of the Kintetsu lines, which is actually quite essential for the race weekend, because I stayed overnight in the Kintetsu Nagoya, so around the Kintetsu Nagoya station, and those 4 days I actually travel from the Kintetsu Nagoya station to the Shiroko station, which is where I will be heading to the racetrack. Okay, but actually, after I arrived to the Shiroko station, I have to take a shuttle bus, which is actually what they provide, a shuttle bus to the racetrack as well. Then something else I have to mention about the train to the Shiroko station is that aside from the normal trains that you can take on, I also actually bought extra. I actually pay extra for the Limited Express, which is actually you need to because this Kintetsu Rail Pass doesn't include the Limited Express reservation, so you have to reserve for the seats online as early. The earliest is a month before you actually took the train. So yeah, and something I have to say is that the reservation for the seats of Limited Express, especially the deluxe cabin, is actually pretty quickly. So by the time within a day or two, by the time I click on the website, I try to pick a seat. Most of the seats have been wiped out as well. It has been sold out as well. So that is quite annoying. But ultimately, I was able to buy the tickets, so I'm happy. I mean, so yeah, I mean the Limited Express kind of looks like hold on here, kind of looks like this. So the Urban Liner and the Ieshima Liner are basically the two type of Limited Express that I'll be taking to the racetrack. So they kind of look like this. So this is the deluxe seats for this one and that one, and yeah, I can show you some of the pictures that I took for my Limited Express train ride. I think something like this one, yeah. So yeah, it kind of basically look like this. You can see the Ieshima line. So this is on the 4th of April, as you can see on my over here, top left corner. 4th of April. So this is actually right before the race weekend. This is actually the first day. So I even went to the track on Thursday just to make sure that I understand the area of the Suzuka circuit, and to make sure that I wouldn't get lost, I think. And know this around just to get a heads up on the surroundings of the circuit, just for preparations. So this is the first day. So on the first day, right before the race weekend, actually they opened the circuit before. Yeah, on first day already. So on the race weekend, this is the day when most of the participants, the viewers. Yeah, this is when most people will actually go to the racetrack just to buy the merchandise and stuff. And there are also some events events right before the race weekend. I will explain that later. So as you can see, this is a selfie. It kind of looks like this. So just taking on the deluxe cabin. I think yeah, because so let's just say that the basic fare ticket is around 1,000 yen. The deluxe cabin is actually around another 1,000 yen or something like that. So in total, a single trip deluxe cabin is around 2,000 yen, which I think is actually quite worth the money. So apart from the deluxe cabin, I think that there is a standard cabin for the limited express is around 900 yen or something like that. So it wasn't that much expensive, really. Come to think of it, right? And then on the next day, let me have a look at it. I think on the next day, let me see. Which one's it? So yeah, and then on the next day I took the urban liner. So the urban liner looks like this. I think, yeah. And then yeah, the inside kind of looks like this as well. Not much. I think not much different really, but yeah, as you can see, the seats are much wider and more comfortable. I think this is yeah. So this is just this is on the way to from Kintetsu Nagoya station to the Shiroko station. So after arriving at the Shiroko station, you have to take a shuttle bus, as I mentioned. Hold on a second, I need to scroll up. I need to scroll back up a little bit. And then you also have, and the shuttle buses are actually not free of charge. And so a single trip is 450 yen, which means a round trip of the shuttle bus is actually 900 yen. You can either pay by cash or the IC card. So that is that. I mean. And then hold on a second. So yeah, as you can see, this is where you pay. This is where you pay the tickets for the race weekend. And then okay, right. Let's start from right from the very beginning. So on the 4th, so I arrived in Nagoya on the 3rd of April. So by the time I arrived it's already in the evening. So I only so the only thing I did that day was had a supper and then just go right into sleep, because to get to the because I booked the limited express train to the Shiroko station quite early in the morning. So it was like I think 6 a.m. or something. I think it's 6:30 or 7 a.m. very early in the morning actually. Because if I buy the train tickets any later than that, by the time I arrived at the Shiroko station and the Suzuka circuit, you're gonna have to take some pretty long time to for queuing actually. And this is just arriving at the Suzuka circuit. that's a whole different story when you try to leave the circuit. So that will be explained later. And yeah, so it's very early in the morning. I think it's 6 or 7 a.m. as I mentioned. So by the time I arrived at the circuit, is around 8 or 9 a.m. They opened this. They opened the entrance of the circuit at 8 a.m. if I remember correctly. And so yeah, this on the 4th, as you can see, I took some pictures of the billboards of and then this this Formula One car model. So this is just a demonstration, of course. And then there's a fake sakura tree that I wrapped up a ribbon, just yeah. Let's go, Fernando Alonso. And then so this is the outside of the grandstands. I think the V1 and V2 grandstands here. yeah, I wish I was doing online races right now, but I think I will do that tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow is the Euro race event, anyways. So I mean, yeah. So something I have to mention about race weekends on Thursdays is that the seatings are absolutely you can actually so there is no limit for where you can enter the seating areas. So as you can see, I actually took some pictures from the V1 and V2 from the V1 grandstands over here. So it looks spectacular already, isn't it? And it's a very sunny, great day because before heading to Nagoya, most of us actually even on the most of the weather forecast websites, they predicted that it's going to be a rather gloomy and a rainy race weekend. But on Thursday, it's actually still quite relatively sunny, and it's a very refreshing day. It was only like 15 or 16 something degrees, so it's not what you call hot. It's actually quite cool and comfortable. Is the right. As you can see over here, you can see some of the people queuing below. Is that they are queuing to enter the front straight, actually. Enter the front straight, which they will open at around, I think, 10 a.m. or something like that. Let me have a look, because I can't quite remember. So yeah, they also have some events on the first day. So first thing first is open the the front straight walk. So they open at around 9 o'clock to 9 something o'clock, I think. So they open publicly for the people to walk on the front straight on Thursdays, because the race weekend starts on Friday, right? And they can actually have a glimpse. They can actually also enter the pit road, so they can get a glimpse on the garage of the garage. So I actually took some pictures of the garage as well once I got down there. So this is something like that. Hold on a second. So actually, I think this is the broadcast room. Maybe can't tell it for sure. So yeah, I kind of thought that some of the people, some of those people actually wear a full uniform. Wear this full uniform, to support Red Bull and Yuki Tsunoda mainly. Their hometown hero. So yeah. Hold on a second. And this is, I think this is where they would take the interviews. Exactly. So this is the pit stall of Haas Formula One team. Yeah, so something like that. And then I mean, this is the best I could take the pictures of outside the pit garage. So this is V-Carb So Visa, Cash App, Racing Bulls, I think, if I remember correctly, is a very this is a very long name, you know, for those of you who know. And then let me see. Yeah, this is Williams Racing, and yeah, not much people in it. So this is the yeah, so this is the pit wall yeah, of these teams, and I took some pictures. So this is what they look like, and yeah, these are the tires that just came by me. You know, some of those crew members are pushing these tire compounds. Oh yeah, this is definitely fun. And then this is the Aston Martin. So yeah, of course, yeah, these are the race cars. These are the Formula One cars. Yeah, this is the best I could. This is as close as I could take for yeah, the Formula One cars. I'm very amateurish, so please just, you know, bear with it. And then yeah, the crew members, and you know, this is the front wing. And then this is the pit wall. So I took even more pictures because, you know, of course I support the Aston Martin team, so go figure. The McLaren pit wall and the Ferrari, and so I'm nearing the pit exit actually, and then yeah, second in the constructor standings last year is Mercedes, and then Red Bull, of course. This one in the T-Rex costume. So yeah, the Red Bull pit pit garage is definitely gonna have a lot more people than the other garages, I think. So yeah, so this is nearing the pit exit. So on Thursday, it is actually a great day. I mean, it is a bit sunny, but it's not exactly hot. It's not exactly hot, and yeah, it's actually somewhat windy in some. It's actually somewhat windy, so I'm cool. I'm actually relatively cool that day. So this is what this is what it looks like on the first day pit straight walk. It is definitely a special feeling, because you can't imagine being this close to these areas on a normal race weekend. And then this is a shot of the front straight. This spectacular, and so they closed the I think they closed the front straight at noon, so it's around 12 o'clock at noon. So actually, despite that, I still have plenty of time to walk through the whole front straight. They're massive, actually. they're quite massive, especially with you know, these ground effect cars of today. So this is what it looks like, and yeah. So this is the end of the other front. So this is one end of the front straight that you're allowed to walk on. So this is near the final corner. So this is around the finish line, as you can see right here. And then so this is me on the finish line. So I can walk through the front. So I can, oops. So yeah, I mean, let me just, yeah, speed up a little bit, shall we? So, yeah, so as you can see, it took me for like 2.5 minutes to get to the the other end of the front straight, and so the area that are open to the public is until the just right before the first corner. Just right before the first corner, so you can see the lights. They're just practicing, they're just testing the lights. It is a special feeling, definitely. I mean, and something else as well is that I am actually really glad that they hold the Japanese Grand Prix this year in spring, because you know, at the end of the summer it's going to be extremely hot, extremely hot, and you know, I definitely wouldn't be enjoying as much as I did this time. So yeah, this is the I think this is the start line of this track. You know, the Suzuka circuit. Oops. And then, hold on a second. I think, yep. So this is the the pit I say that I just took pictures of, and then I keep on walking ahead. So this is the grandstand that I would be sitting at. So I just took a picture of it from down there below. So this is where it ends, and they placed two, I think, yeah, the two safety cars that they won't actually be using, I think. So this is this is the NX6, and this is the Type R. So a bit further on the right, this is the I think the Area C grandstand. Isn't it? Yeah. Actually, Area B, B1, B2. Sorry about that. Area B1 or B2. So yeah. There you go. And then I went back into the main, into you know, the behind, and I went back to behind the V1 V2 grandstands, just on the main field. So you know, the official so yeah, the DJ stage. So this is the DJ stage, the location. So this is where I would be sitting at during the race weekend. I think this is outside the whatever it is. Yeah, I think this is still the V1 V2 grandstands, maybe. I don't know. So this is what inside looks like here. You know, a lot of merchandise tents and stores. I don't think it's solely because of the cherry blossoms, but I think it's just because of weather-wise, maybe. But yeah, fortunately, I was able to you know, look at the cherry blossoms as well within the Suzuka circuit. As you can see, I bought I actually didn't bought a lot of the F1 merch, but I bought only a raincoat, I think a raincoat and a t-shirt and a towel, and all these three together cost a total of 69 and 900 yen. Because why is it so expensive is because this particular raincoat cost itself 49,500 yen. It is ridiculously expensive, but it looks great. I mean, it looks great. It is expensive, but it looks great. I mean, just look at it. And then so yeah, you know, the pockets and stuff, it looks like that. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just like it. I just couldn't resist. And the most annoying thing is that there's no tax refund in this particular you know, race team specific merch stores. That price you can. So yeah, and then I stopped off to have some lunch. You know, most of those sets, most of the lunch sets over there, I think it's cost around maybe just around 1,000 yen, or maybe a bit over than that. So yeah, the meal over there is actually not that expensive. That's something that a blessed relief. fortunately, fortunately, the food over there is not very expensive. So that's that, and then this is the sign that where you go to the west course and the east course. So this is here you are. This one is the here you are. The blue, the blue route is the east course and the red route is the west course. As you can see, it is quite a long walk. It is quite a long walk over to the dead end, just the end of the spoon corner. I don't like walking. All right, I don't like walking. So that is why I even though it's gonna be expensive, more expensive, I still bought the grandstand tickets from the in the A area. So yeah, and this is the Ferris wheel in the mobility park. So yeah, I mean, this is something that you definitely have to yeah, go to in the Suzuka Circus. So I took some pictures and videos on top of the Ferris wheel. So this is what it looks like from so this is the view. So it kind of looks like this. And then this is the last corner. Can't see very clearly because of these nets. Which is extremely annoying. I know. But so yeah. Yeah, I'll just post it here and I'll give you a glimpse of what it's like behind the main grandstands over here. So these tents, and then there is the main entrance over there. So you have to enter the mobility park first before you enter the this area, whatever it is. This is the DJ stage where the drivers and the team principals and the guests is where they attend, and the people and the participants will sit around, just sit around in front of it, on the ground actually. So those folding chairs are not allowed. So this is a picture. This is a better view. So this is on my way to the east course. Actually, I didn't went to the west course because it's such a long walk that I couldn't be bothered with it. So so the best I can do is walk around the east course on Thursday. So just before the race weekend, not too many people around, and also once beginning from Friday, most of these fences are gonna be wrapped. They are gonna be wrapped around. So this is the best opportunity to get a glimpse of what the east course is gonna be look like on Thursdays. So just right before the race weekend. So as you can see at the end of this video, this is so most of the fences is gonna be wrapped like this on a proper race weekend, and they're gonna have staff members to only allow the people who purchase the right tickets for the right area to enter. So this is the Daniel Ricciardo. I feel for this race fan. In one retrospect. So yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like this, and then hold on a second. Okay, yeah. So yeah, cherry blossom trees. Wow. And then I think yeah. So this is one of these chicanes. And this is I think I've uploaded this video, this short clip on Twitter, if I remember correctly. So this is the safety car just doing some laps around the circuit. It doesn't sound much in the video, but it's actually quite loud in reality. So yeah, you can see even on first days these fences are already covered. So yeah, these are the helpers just at the entrance of the grandstands, the seating areas. So for the whole race weekends, it's going to be something like that. So at least on first stage, you're allowed to go to whichever grandstand you want, but on proper race weekends, you're only allowed to go to the seating area. You're only allowed to go to the grandstands where you bought the seating. So for me, for instance, I can only enter the A1 temporary grandstands. So it kind of works like that. For those of you who do not know. So yeah, even more cherry blossom trees pictures just around the racetrack, around the East Course. So this is the Ferrari Champagne. Yeah, a lot of a lot of support for their hometown hero Yuki Tsunoda. So this, yeah, and anyway, this is the overnight stay at Nagoya APA Hotel actually. So yeah, not a bad view actually. So yeah, these are the stuff that I bought on first days. So this is the coat that I'm wearing right now, and these are some of the souvenirs that I bought for my work colleagues and my friends. And I'm wearing this white t-shirt right now. This is the towel, and this is the t-shirt that I'm not wearing at the moment. Yeah, so I think these souvenirs up on top that are wrapped in tax-free, that in the tax-free. So this is I think a little bit less than a little bit under 20,000 yen, 20,000 yen or something like that. Yeah. So on that evening, I joined with some of my fellow compatriots who also went over to Japan to watch the Formula 1 race, to have some yakiniku meal on that evening. So yeah, these are some of the pictures that I took. So I think this is called this one, the Bakuro Ichidai Nagoya West. You have to book these seatings beforehand. So one of my fellow compatriots did, and so yeah, one of my fellow mates did, and yeah, this is so we bought the ordered this set of I think it's a 20,000 yen set for each person, but my god, it is worth every penny. You can't have this you can't have this many things to eat with this kind of a price in Hong Kong, definitely, or maybe anywhere else really. So yeah. God, how I'm blessed. I'm definitely blessed. So yeah, it looks like this, something like that. Mouth-watering is the word best described. So oops, yeah. Yeah, let's just forget that and move on to next day maybe. So yeah, on the next day, the Friday, so yeah, the free practice weekend. So yeah, beginning from Friday actually, on the way from the Shiroko station to the shuttle bus, you have to queue up somewhere nearby the station. So you can see the banners over here. Yeah, 1988. And then once the shuttle bus took you from the Shiroko station to a car park nearby the Suzuka circuit, you have to walk from this car park to the Suzuka circuit on foot. So it takes about, I think, a dozen minutes walk. It's not that far away actually. I mean, on the way, at least on the way, you can still be able to see some these cherry blossom trees. And this is the road, and this is the particular bit of road where the Formula One drivers or maybe the crew members, their cars will bypass. So on race weekends like Saturdays and Sundays, in the morning, there are gonna be a lot of race fans surrounding the pedestrians just to catch a glimpse of the drivers arriving at the circuit. So this is still on the way to the Suzuka circuit on foot, obviously. So this is the main entrance of the Mobility Park and the Suzuka circuit. So I think this is 8 o'clock in the morning actually. So this is when they open the gates for us to enter. And on this particular day, so on Friday actually, so on Friday very early in the morning, there is there's an F1 driver stage section. So the drivers of the McLaren team, the Williams team, and the Aston Martin team. So they then took some so this is the one nearby. Nothing important here. I mean Lando Norris, and then I think I missed Oscar Piastri. I can't quite. I think this is Oscar Piastri and then Lando Norris. And then the Williams driver. I mean Alex Albon, Logan Sargent, and this is my man Fernando Alonso, and his teammate Lance Stroll. So hold on a second. Let me see. I think I try to enlarge it as much as possible. I think this is what. I think one of the sounds. It was me shouting in the background. This is not me. This is not me. I have to clarify. This one is not me.
Hello everyone. Konnichiwa.
Oh my god. Konnichiwa.
はい、じゃあラストも一言お願いします。
こんにちは。
ありがとうございます。まずはフェルナンド・アロンソ選手に行きたいんですが、日本
Yeah, it is always a very special place to race in front of all these amazing fans, and I think Suzuka is also one of the best racetracks in the world. With the first sector, you can really feel the Formula One, the power of the aerodynamics and the grip we have. So yeah, a very special weekend, and we all enjoy, and we have to say thanks to all the support that we received in this weekend.
So on this particular day, it's actually as you can see on the background, it's actually quite gloomy already. And as it turns out, there will be some light showers of rain. I mean, in the afternoon, actually beginning from the afternoon that day, it starts to sprinkle a little bit. But in the mornings, it's actually still relatively dry. It's the best way to put it. And then after the F1 driver stage, there comes the Legends talk, F1 paddock talk, and more Legends talk. So and then I simply bugger off to the grandstands. So this is on the way to the grandstands, as you can see. And then I sneaked into the one of the V1 grandstand seats, and get a glimpse of the F1 teams practicing. Just let you guys hear one more time with the pit guns. it's actually much louder in person. So yeah. Hold on a second. God damn it. So yeah, even on Fridays, you can for most of the sitting areas, you can still sit whatever you want, except V2 grandstands. The one on the upper grandstands, you know, the V2 grandstands just up on the upper part over here. So yeah, for the free practice on Friday, so you can still basically sit most of the places wherever you want. So naturally, I took a sitting position over here. What the hell is this anyway? And yeah, so this is what it's like for, you know, when the cars are coming, when the cars are coming past. So that's what it looks like, and yeah. So again, the Aston Martin pit garage. Oh yeah, they're actually loud. Listen again. I think they're already relatively less louder than you know, the Formula One cars from the V8 or the V10 era. So I don't know. I really don't know if that's a good thing or not. Maybe not so much actually. But yeah, whatever. So yeah, again, lunch. Kind of forgot what this is. I think this is a puff or something. I think this is a puff pastry, and yeah, this is that. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. I simply cannot pronounce it. So yeah, apparently I played some of these played some of these stuff play some of these games from the Mobi Park, the Mobility Park. I tried for the best time, but I couldn't. Yeah, this is the best time I think I can do. A 1 minute 30 time. And then I took on the Ferris wheel again. So this is FP. So that in the video was actually FP1. So I tried to take a glimpse of FP2 from the Ferris wheel, but there was a problem because there was. As I said, there was some sprinkle in the afternoon, so the FP2 was actually delayed, and by the time they actually finally got some of those cars on the track, I missed the best possible view. I missed the best possible view I can get to, you know, to watch these cars come around. There you can see the roof of the grandstands just covering, you know, just blinding my view. This is extremely annoying. So I think this is on the no, this is still on Friday, I think. So yeah, on the way back to from the Suzuka circuit, back to the Shioko station. So this is what it basically looks like. Hold on a second, it's not loading. I'm sorry, there's a little bit of a technical issue there. The videos are simply not loading. I don't know why. So yeah, you have to line up, apparently. And then on the next day, just before FP3 in the morning, I played once again, you know. play these little cards. So yeah, I think this one. And then I found more snacks. Actually, it's very easy to find snacks at this Suzuka circuit. So yeah. And then I think this is FP3. Yeah, so the cars. So the cars coming out from the pits. It's not very high resolution, I have to say sorry. Because I was zooming in, I think. I was zooming in at the time, I think. Wasn't very high res. And yeah, you know, just outside of my grandstands, there are some more cherry blossoms over there. You can see. And then here, this is something interesting because you know the APX, you know I think there's a Formula One movie. You know those crew, they are actually taking some shots from from this particular race or something like that. And then 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. This is when this is when they begin the qualifying section. So this I think this is the Aston Martin. Okay, let's try again. This is coming out from the pits. This is why I said, you know, the A1 temporary grandstands is probably the best view of this particular track. You can still hear them on the backside of the on the other side of this east course. So this is just how loud they are. And then yeah, you know, I think this is I can't quite remember what this is actually. I think this is Q1 maybe? I don't know, Q2. No, this one is Q2 because Tsunoda made it in. Tsunoda made it into Q3. And then I think this one is the result of Q3 eventually. And then I took a picture with one of the KOL of the Hong Kong F1. So yeah, I wasn't looking at the camera, unfortunately. So apparently, at the stations you can buy those. Hang on a second. Yeah, you can buy the limited express tickets if they still have seats available. But no. On my return route from the Shiroko station back to Nagoya Kids station, they were all sold. So I have to. So the best I can do is to take the rapid train, which you don't have to buy limited express tickets. Yeah. So as you can see on Saturday, it's still quite a gloomy day, but fortunately it wasn't raining, so that's a bit of relief. So let me just give you a glimpse of what it's like on Saturday. You know, on Saturday, you know, when you leave the circuit, you have to line up group by group. So this is how many people. You know, I think this is 5:30 a.m. So 5:30 p.m. In the afternoon. So this is that many people, as you can imagine. So finally on race day, this is hold on a second. So this is on my way to my grandstand. It's actually only about a 5 minutes walk or something like that from the middle area. So this is where I'll be entering, the A1 temporary grandstands. And as you can see, it's very, very easy to get to. So I think this is the driver's parade, if I remember correctly. But yeah, again, the video is not loading. Technical difficulty. Some technical difficulties, I will have to admit. So this is yeah, just before the race, the pre-race ceremony, I think. And this is the formation lap, maybe. I think this is the formation lap. I think this is the race start. Actually, I think it's best I show the video on from Twitter. I think that's the best I could do. Here you go. This won't be controversial. Yeah, so 4 lights and 5 lights and lights out and away we go. And then yeah, so took quite a, yeah, filmed quite a lot of these scenes. So and then after the race, actually, you have one more chance. You have one more chance to walk onto the track. So around, I think, an hour or so after the race, they open the east course. They open the east course for race fans to walk on the track. As you can see, people queuing up to enter the track, and then over here. Damn it, it's not loading again. Okay. It is. It is now. So yeah, people holding up their phones and stuff like that. And then yeah, so they basically close, they open the whole area of the east course apart from the main straight. So this is where the people, everyone is picking up tire rubbers they're falling from the race cars during the race. And another type of free souvenirs that you can get from is a unique souvenir that you can get from the from the Suzuka Circuit. So as you can see right here, I still have my my piece of tire compound that I got from the track. Only Formula One. Yeah, this bit over here. And I never really walked on the curbs of a Formula One racetrack. So yeah, this is something special. This is special. As you can see, so this is between turn 1 and turn 2. I don't know why this is so low resolution on Google Drive, but yeah, I mean, who the funk. And then yeah, I asked one of my fellow mates to took a picture for me. And then some of those people gather up at the crash site of the Lab 1 incident. So yeah, people gather up to see if there's anything they can spot on. Actually, nothing. Well, they can spot, yeah, take pictures of the tar marks of I think Daniel Ricciardo's car. So this is quite late in the night. So this is I think around 7 p.m. outside the track. And then yeah, so this is basically the end of my Formula 1 trip, and then off to Tokyo on the next day. So as you can see, I bought tickets of the Shinkansen from Nagoya to Tokyo, and cost like this. I actually also bought the green cabin for this Shinkansen this Shinkansen railway trip. So yeah, this is the I think this is the train approaching here. Shinkansen, also known as bullet train, for those of you, they call them bullet train for a very good reason. Yeah, the N700 series. So this is the green car, as you can see. It's a slightly more luxury version of it's a slightly more luxury version of the normal cabin. So a normal cabin is as a 3x2, so it's a 2+3 seating layout. So the green cabin is a 2+2 combination. So this is the Shinkansen bento that I bought for the purpose. It's not very it's not what you call tasty, but this being a Shinkansen bento, it's kind of what you expect, really. It's kind of what you expect, really. So just get over with it. So this is my overnight stay at Tokyo. So I actually stay overnight. So I actually stayed at Tokyo nearby in Kanda, so just nearby Akihabara. Just next to Akihabara, in fact. So this is the ramen, the breakfast next day. The breakfast the other day. So let me see. This is the the Jingu, Tokyo Daijinku. Yeah, Tokyo Daijinku, I think is somewhere here. Let me see. I forget the locations already. God damn it. This one, Tokyo Daijinku. So over here, and it's around the Chiyoda. It's in the Chiyoda city. I think over here. This is the English version of the Tokyo Daijinku. So yeah, paid a visit, and then I think I wrote. Hold on a second. I think I wrote something on an Emma. So this is kind of the traditions. So pay the respect, and that's it. Over here. Just say my prayers and something like that. I mean. And then I went off to have some lunch. So yeah, lunch there is. This is this is a Shinjuku. Yeah, god damn it. This I don't think I'll ever upload any videos on onto Google Drive ever again. This is ridiculous. So yeah, here it is. The Cross Shinjuku Vision. I think even Twitter has a better resolution. That's in fact. So I went to the anime store in Ikebukuro. You know, the at least a few story size. So that's all I can remember. And some sushi that night. Actually, I don't really have a lot of sushis on this trip to Japan, because that is not my main goal after all. Even though I know everyone, including myself, is gonna say, right, you're gonna have some sushi whenever you go to Japan. I know that, but after this trip is not this stuff is not my main objective for this trip. So at least I spent one night. You know, at least I had an opportunity, find a chance to have those sushis. Not because this is just a long trip, so I didn't have a lot of it, and you know, ate some of those you know, the recommendations. So that's that, and yeah, and then on the next, so yeah, because so on the day I went to this Tokyo Daijingu, it's actually quite a rainy day, and then it's actually quite a rainy day, and you know, the cherry blossoms are blowing all over the place. So this is still quite a spectacular view, come to think of it. So more cherry blossom trees around. And then on the next day is a much better day. So originally I wanted to go to this Inokashira Park, so to watch the cherry blossoms and the park in general on the day before, but because it was raining, as I mentioned, so I have no choice but to postpone it on the next day, which is this day, so the 10th of April. So yeah, as you can see, it's a much better day. That day. So I was able to took some pictures in the middle of the morning, around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, as you can see, cherry blossoms, a crow. It's actually quite a large crow. So this is one of the lake nearby. Yeah, this is I think this is the overall map of the park. Inokashira. That's how you pronounce it. It looks pretty. Yeah, it's a very great day compared to what it is the day before. The day before is it feels something like this. It feels something like this, and then on the next day, it's a much better day. Much better day. Yeah, so something like that. I mean, look at this. I mean, not this, obviously. Look at this. Didn't stay around for very long, though. I think I only stayed around in the park for an hour or so before I move on to the before I move on to have some lunch, and then I move on to the and then I went to the Tokyo Tower. So actually, come to think of it, I've been to Tokyo for a couple of times beforehand, but I never been to the Tokyo Tower before until this time. So yeah, this is what it looks like from outside, and then I went on to the inside and took a tour. Actually, I actually bought tickets for the tour. I think the tickets for the tour is actually, I think, for an adult, it's at least I think around if you want to take the tour on the topmost deck, it's I think 3,000 or something yen like that, 3,000 something yen at least. Slightly expensive, but I think it is still worth the money. Nevertheless. So yeah, these are the lucky charms. I also bought some lucky charms from the Tokyo Daijingu as well, but yeah, I didn't take pictures of those. So this is just a souvenir coin. There is a machine where where they compress custom made words. For this one instance is the T-Rex 320. So yeah, on the 10th of April 2024. I think I still have the coin up. I think I still have the coin on the shelf or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, 3,000 yen for an adult for the top deck admission. And this is something that I have to complain about going for this tour. That you still have that even though you have to bought a ticket for a specific entrance time, you still have to queue up nevertheless, and you never know when you never know how long it's gonna take for the until you eventually queue up to the when it's your turn. So I don't know. I think they could have arranged this part a bit better than that. So then I took some pictures from the top deck. I don't know what to say really. Apart from yeah, as you can see, much further ahead over there, there is I think there's supposed to be a Fuji mountain, but despite being a relatively clear skies already, I still could barely see it. After all, I still could only barely see it after all. So yeah, I mean that's quite a shame. But you're supposed to be able to see the Fuji mountain over there. Let's just try again. Just trying to catch a glimpse again. Yeah, over here you can see. I don't know if you can see it. I couldn't see it. At least I couldn't see it, but so this is just a mock-up model, and that you could not purchase, not for sale, unfortunately. Not for sale. So yeah, this is the outside of just beneath the Tokyo Tower. And then you can ignore this part. This is I just bought some these acrylic stands for my friends. So yeah. And then I had some supper in a Chinese restaurant nearby my hotel. So yeah, Downtown Man, the dumplings and dumplings. This is I think I took this picture in the metro. I think in the metro underground train. These are the sockets for I think this is for the chargers. So this is something that I find it fascinating. Is that is it true that people will actually carry a charger, or those kind of a plug-in, not instead of a USB instead of just a USB cable, but also a plug-in charger around just to charge your phone inside the train. I honestly don't get it. This is something that still confuses me today. So I don't know. not trying to complain, but it's just an observation. I mean I wouldn't do that. At best I would only bring a power bank outdoors. So and oh yes, this one. This is this particular restaurant that you eat. As you can see, this is a hamburger. This is a rice and hamburger. It's a very famous restaurant. So I think over here it's called Hiki. So this is called Hikiniku to come. This is the Kichijoji in the Kichijoji state. Yeah. So for this particular restaurant, you have to first of all queue up in the morning. I think around 8 or 9 I think at least around 8 or 9 a.m. So you can get a queue up ticket, and then once you receive the ticket, you can tell the staff at what particular time you want to come to have your meal. So it kind of works like that, and so I eventually queue up and got my ticket for it, and then I have my grilled meat. I didn't record a video about it actually, so this is surprising. And then so this is already the 11th of April, and on the 12th of April is when I pack up my stuff and go back to Hong Kong. So on my way to the Narita airport, I took a Narita Express. So for this particular express, I also bought a green cabin. So yeah, the whole trip from the 3rd of April to 12th of April, I think I spent 6 days at Nagoya and 5 days. I think 5.5 days in Nagoya, and then 4.5 days in Tokyo, in total, something like that. So yeah. So this is what the seats looks like in the green cabin. So and then this is something that I have to let you guys have a look. So this is when the cabins come together. They join in together. You can see the kids that kid over there is also recording. I don't exactly get why you have to record this stuff, but I think I found it fascinating. And this is something that you don't. At least this is something you don't see often every day. You take every opportunity you get, right? You just have to take every opportunity you get. So that's that. Yeah. Then you open the doors. And then now this is a 12-car train, so yeah. And here, yeah, you can see they express it quite clearly. It's the connecting information. So car number 7 to 12 arrive first, number 1 to 6 arrive shortly after, and then they connect. So the whole process is like 2 minutes or so. A bit over 2 minutes. And then yeah, as you can see, I'm in the airport, and then they went back to Hong Kong. So end off. Of course I enjoyed hold on a second. Have to reply a WhatsApp first. So yeah. Anyway, so these are the most of the pictures and the videos that I recorded and during the whole trip. I think it's around 20 something gigabytes in total. So it's quite a lot. Especially most of these pictures and videos are in relatively high resolution, despite Google Drive being Google Drive. So yeah, I mean that's I think that's most of the stuff that I think I need to explain. If there's anything I missed, then I probably can probably just have to include it in the comment section or something like that. So yeah, yeah, that's something that so I think every Japan trip I make, there's quite a lot of new stuff that I learned from it. I always like this. I always like the discipline that they have there. I mean, they their cultures and all that kind of stuff. A lot of stuff in Japan for me to admire about. How clean their surroundings are. It's just nice. I mean, it's just nice. It's just nice in general. So yeah. The whole trip cost me quite a lot of money, but every minute, every second I enjoy it, and it's all worth the money, and it's all worth it. I mean, who cares about the cost, really? It's probably the one in a lifetime trip anyways. I don't know when I'm gonna attend another Formula 1 race weekend in the near future, but it's definitely not within the next couple of years, definitely. So yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Maybe if I ever earn enough money. Yeah, it's the experience that counts. So if I ever have that opportunity again, maybe I'll attend another Japanese Grand Prix weekend. Maybe I'll just find an opportunity to attend an European race weekend instead. Yeah, Suisei over there, and then some doujinshis. So yeah. Some of them are NSFW, so I don't think you should be looking at that. Despite not being that obvious. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of it. I was actually planning to make a vlog video out of these stuff, but ultimately I'm just too lazy. I'm just too lazy and to not bother to do it. Maybe if I'm bored, I might actually try and do it, but I don't know. My video editing skills, it's crap. So, and then oh yeah, this is a Red Bull fruit punch, I think. Not very delicious, I'm afraid. So yeah, the yakiniku I just mentioned, and then the what else? So yeah, some of the wall paintings in the Ikebukuro of Animate. I mean, this anime, this particular season actually, the TV anime. They are broadcasting it. They're broadcasting this particular season. I mean, that's the only best thing about this anime so far. These paintings, the promotional arts. I think that's the best thing about. I think the best thing about these things so far. This anime so far. So yeah. trying to make the best out of it, really. And then yeah, I bought some more merch. This is Nijigasaki and from Love Life. And then throughout this trip, I think I have this particular pudding that I brought from the convenience stores at least 4 to 5 times in total, I think. I mean, I just like this pudding. I don't know why, but I just like this pudding. So yeah, I mean, a lot of positives to take out. I mean, definitely a lot of positives to take from this particular trip. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I ever have a trip that could be as enjoyable as this one. But yeah, this is such an experience that how can you forget about this? Such an experience, really. So, I mean, damn, I really missed it every bit of it right now already. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to return to Japan again very soon. So and then yeah, I think this picture is taken at the Shioko station. So forgot to mention that. So I think yeah, maybe I should end the live stream here right now. So I was planning to do a little bit of Ridge Race 7 races, but it's quite late in the evening right now. So I think yeah, and I got work tomorrow, so I think I should end it right now here. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and then yeah, I think I will see you guys in the next live stream. So take care, and then thank you for watching. So yeah, good night.